Welcome to Move and Improve. You may need a cushion or a little step, some books for some of the movements today, just in case you can't get the full range. They'll just give you a little bit of height for some support. I'll give you the options of when you can use them as we go through. So let's get stretched, let's get moving. If you find a nice comfortable standing position to begin with, and we'll just get ourselves set up. So, first of all, let's just relax into our breathing. So feet under hips, all 10 toes facing forward. I'm going to draw the tummy in, deep breath in. Think about if you make a triangle shape from your pubic bone up to your belly button, we've got a nice straight line, so we don't want to be tipping forward and we don't want to be kinking back, being nice and level. Tummy draws in. Think about focusing on your breathing into the ribs. So expanding the ribs, letting them compress. Breathe in, expand the ribs. So by popping your hands around your ribs, you can feel that they're expanding. So not just to the front, but to the sides and to the back. Open out. Carry on with the breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep the arms relaxed. Sometimes when you're holding the hands here, you can get a little bit of tension into the shoulders, and we want to lose that. But we want to focus the nice thoracic breathing into those ribs. Now we're going to heel toe, and heel toe again, and heel toe again. We're going to keep the feet facing forward, so we're in a nice wide position. So keeping that belly button drawn in, we're going to slightly loosen the tension in the knees, so we've got a slight bend in the knees, and we're going to push the hips back. So just push the hips back. First stretch of the morning, maybe. So we'll just see if you can get some range down those hamstrings. And then deep breath in as you come back up. Breathe out at the top. Deep breath in as you breathe out, hinging back from the hips. Soft with the knees, pushing the bum back. And coming back up. So from the side, we've got that soft knee, and we've got those hips coming back, keeping the back nice and flat. So keeping that engagement through the shoulder blades, so we're nice and tight. And coming back up. This time, we're going to aeroplane the arms. So arms out to the side, palms facing down. Deep breath in as we fold forward, and then we're going to reach towards the knee. So reach towards the knee, look towards the hand that's in the air, coming back up. Fold forward, soft knees, reach towards the knee, look to the hand that's up towards the ceiling, and coming back up. If you want to take this deeper now, we're going to go down to the ankle or stay with the knee. So rotating, hips stay facing forward, gaze is up towards the hand, and coming back up, down to the other side. Twisting, rotating, down towards the ankle, breathing in as we come back up, breathing out as we rotate. Remember, you can stay towards the knee for this one. And coming back up and down. One more time to each side. Back up. Breathe out, rotate, look to the ceiling, look to the sky, and back up. relax the arms down. We're staying in this wide stance. So now we're going to try and get a little bit lower. So soften the knees, draw the belly button in, push the hips back, keep the back nice and flat. That slight bend in the knees will get the hamstrings a bit more, so don't fully lock out. So keep that soft bend. Push your bum back like you're trying to push against something that's behind you. And just come to your range. As I said at the start, if you've got some books or a block, you can come to here just as a supported fold. If you can't, hands to the ground, just relax the head. So relax the head, nod the head yes, shake the head no. We've got a relaxed brow, nod the head, shake the head. So my head's hanging loose here. Slight gap between the teeth, so we've got a nice relaxed jaw. Again, you can do this with the blocks or something at this level. And curling back up. Now we're going to turn your right toes out to the side. So left toes face forward, right toes point out to the side. And we're going to bend into that front knee. So just bend into the front knee here. You might need to readjust, so you might need to take your leg slightly wider. So just checking your position. The heel should be in line with the arch of your left foot. So right heel, and we're just going to sink a little bit deeper. We're going to reach the arms up, and we're going to come over. Right hand, right elbow comes to right knee, and we get a nice long line. So there should be a diagonal line from my fingertips, left fingertips, all the way down to my left ankle. So we're just stretching here. If this is too much of a stretch, you can bring the arm further back. But what we're aiming for is we're aiming to separate the ribs from the hips. So we're getting that nice long stretch. Couple of deep breaths here. So I'm putting a lot of weight now down through my right elbow. If you want to, you can take that weight away, bring the fingertips to the floor, books or a prop here, or stay with the elbow on that knee. Nice long line. And then we come back up, windmill hands back up, straighten out that leg. Slight bend in the right leg. We're going to keep that now nice and long as we rotate over. Now the arm points up to the ceiling, we're not coming over the head. If you can, sinking the side down so that the fingertips come to the floor. If you stay at the knee, absolutely fine, stay at your range. But what we want to do is not rotate the torso round, we want to keep it nice and open. So if you can gaze up to your top hand from here, nice long line. Sides active, we're pushing away, and then windmill back up, relaxing back down. Let's turn the toes back in, staying with this right side now. We're going to rotate up onto the heel so that the toes point up on the left side, and we're going to sink into that Cossack position and just hold in here. So just go to your range, toes point up, so we've got that twist in the thigh bone, and coming back up, and we go down again. Left toes pointing to the side, and back up. So let's keep those left toes now pointing to the side, and we'll stretch down to the left side, so sinking into the knee. Arch of the right foot, left heel should be in line, so just double check that we're tucking the tailbone under, so we've got a nice long torso. Reach the arms up as high as you can. Left elbow comes to left knee, and we get that nice long side angle. So reaching. Again, put as much pressure or support as you need onto this left side. If you can take away that pressure and reach down towards the floor, stretch away. Remember, We're not rotating our torso this way. Gaze is up. So we've got that nice long line. Windmill the arms coming back up. Straighten out the leg. Deep breath in. And then we rotate down into that triangle position. Fingertips to the floor, or you come to your knee. We're looking up towards the hand and holding. Keep tucking those hips under. Weight evenly down both feet. And we're milling back up. Turn the toe. Turn the right toes out. Come up onto the heel. Down into that Cossack position. And hold. So we should have a nice stretch down the inner thigh. Weight down this leg. Coming back up. Deep breath in, breathe out as you sink. And coming back up. Let's walk those feet back in. Ooh, give those hips a bit of a rest. We're going to go for the roll down now. So feet under hips. We're going to tuck the chin. We're going to collapse the chest and round the shoulders into the mid section. Belly button draws in. Body weight now is coming forward towards the toes as we relax the hands. And just hold in this ragdoll position. You can grab hold of the elbows and just rock side to side. Nice long rounded spine. Or interlace the fingers, pop them behind the head and just draw that chest in. Slight pressure, as we did in the wide forward fold. Remember to relax the brow, relax the jaw, relax the neck. Remember everything's loose here, so if you want to nod the head, shake the head, just make sure that everything is nice and relaxed. I'm going to soften the knees now, walk the hands out. Toes come together, knees apart. And we push the bum back into a child's pose position. And let's just lengthen those fingertips away. So we've got a nice deep stretch. So we're going to come to lying onto the tummy now. And we're going to go for some tummy pulls, so just to engage those abdominals. So we want to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Draw your belly button in here. You want to keep your spine nice and long, so head's driving forward, toes are pushing back. We don't want compression in the lower back. So draw that belly button in. We're going to now drag the elbows towards the knees as we tuck the tailbone under and engage the abdominals. So drag those elbows towards those knees, lift the tummy, and you're really trying to concave that tummy. So you're really trying to draw that belly button in, but tuck your bottom under. And we're engaging the abdominals here. So just breathe into this position. Keep drawing those elbows in towards the knees. Keep tucking the belly button under. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax down. Remember, keep that spine long. We don't want to compress those discs on the lower back. Keep that head pointing forward, toes pointing back. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, draw those elbows, tuck the tailbone, come up onto the kneecaps. As we're really trying to squash those ribs to the hips. So really tuck under, drag the elbows back, drag the knees towards the elbows. Concave the tummy and relax. One more time, deep breath in. As you breathe out, draw those elbows, tuck the tailbone, tuck the bum under, lift the belly button high and really pull those elbows towards the knees. We should have a real deep core engagement here. For 5, 4, keep pulling elbows to knees. 3, 2, 1, and relax. onto all fours, tuck the toes, and then we come into a downward dog position. So really bend into the knees here and focus on flattening the back. We want a nice flat back. So hands are nice and wide, back's nice and flat. You're pushing down through the thumb and the index finger, so you're really supporting those shoulders. We're pushing the head through, and we're pushing the tummy towards the thighs. Deep breath in, and as we breathe out, we lift the bottom to the ceiling, trying to straighten out those legs. So we've got that nice flat back, which is our main objective, and then we're lengthening out the hamstrings from here. We're going to take a deep breath in, and then we're going to roll onto the blade edge of each foot. Bottom drops. We come back to centre. We drop onto the blade edge of the other foot, other side. So just moving left to right onto the blade edge of the foot, holding onto the tummy as you drop. So we're getting a bit of oblique engagement here as we twist. Keep the tummy tight over to the side. And here. Then we move the body weight forward. You know what's coming. Now stay with the downward dog if you want to move onto the blade edges here. If not, we're in a nice long plank position. Body weight's forward, tummy's tucked, tailbone's under. We drop onto the blade edges as we rotate in our plank position. So we're not completely letting go, we're having some engagement in the side here, so we're not bananaing down, we're keeping active. And from here now, we're going to completely twist into that side plank. Arm comes up, feet stack. Again, you don't need to come to this level, you can do the downward dog, the plank, rotate round, come onto the blade edges of the feet, stack the feet, come round, reach up. So we want a nice active side here, so we're lifting through the waist and we rotate round. And back down. Separate the knees, push the bum back, just have a stretch out here. Nice and long, so push your bum down to your heels and extend the fingertips away. I'm going to come up, cross the legs, come up to a seated position. Ah, it feels nice. So from a seated position, we're just going to do some side stretches. So sitting up nice and tall, again, if you need your books, your block, your cushion to just get your nice straight spine in a seated position, that's what we're aiming for. So we don't want to be in a seated position, but with a collapsed chest, rounded shoulders. We want to be up nice and tall, up on the sit bones. So we're going to cross the legs, just whichever way feels most comfortable for you to begin with, because we'll swap them round after we've done this stretch. So deep breath in, we're going to pop the fingers of the left hand down to the side, and then we're going to reach the right hand over. Looking up, gaze is up to the ceiling, so we're opening out the chest. Then we come back up, fingertips of the right hand come slightly behind, left hand come on the right knee, and we twist round and down, looking down towards the floor. Come back up, and we come back down. Breathing out. Now we don't want the hip to lift either as we're doing this. We're actively pushing down with the left knee and rotating round. Let's come back up, stretch out on that right side. Keep pushing down with the right sit bone. Nice long angle, separating ribs from hips. We're getting some nice length down there. Then fingertips come behind, left hand comes on right knee, and we relax down. Onto the other side. So reaching up, right fingertips come down, and we reach over with that left side, pushing the bum down, extending the fingertips away. Left hand comes slightly behind, right hand on the knee as we collapse down. And come back up, and use a little bit of pressure onto the knee as we come down. Coming back up. One more time over to this side, stretch. And coming back over, and relaxing down. Coming back up. Let's swap those legs over, and we'll do one more to each side. So left fingertips down, reaching up with the right, so you swap the legs over so it'll feel slightly different now. Coming behind to the diagonal, left fingertips, right knee, collapse the chest over. Extend, straighten the spine, and then collapse it down. Back over, speed it up a little bit now. Come back over, collapse the chest. Restack the spine nice and long, and collapse down. Arms reach up, fingertips to the right, and reach over. Come back over, right hand, left knee, collapse the spine round, restack the spine, and collapse. Back over to that side stretch, gaze looks up, come back over, breathe out, collapse the chest, restack the spine, collapse again, and back to the middle. Extend the legs out. So, flexing the feet, toes pull towards the shins, nice active legs, up nice and tall. So, nice straight spine is what you're aiming for. Up nice and tall. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to reach up your left hand and bring it down towards the right toe. So, rotating round. So we have now got a nice rotation. So let's come up nice and tall, rotate round to the right toes. Up, rotate round. Deep breath in, fingertips reach up, both sit bones push down, rotate round, right hand, left toes. Come back up, deep breath in, rotate round. Pushing down actively on this side, getting that nice separation now from the posterior ribs down towards the lower back. So we're really separating out now that area of muscle as we reach. So breathing in, breathing out, separating into the lower back. One more time. And lying on to your back, coming onto your back. So, first movement we're going to do is we're going to go into some hip circles, and then we're going to finish with some reverse planks. So, we're going to lie down on the back. You're going to engage your abdominals, so you're going to draw your ribs towards your hips, so we're tightening the distance between ribs and hips by actively pulling the abdominals in. From here, you've got a couple of options. So we're going to extend one leg up. Don't worry if you have got a bend in the leg, that's absolutely fine. If you can fully extend and you can tense the quad and pull the kneecap up, great in this position. We just want to be light on the toes on the supporting leg. And we're just going to imagine we've got a little paintbrush on the big toe and we're drawing a circle on the ceiling. So we're nice and light with this supporting leg. Option here, lift the leg. So you've got no support from that leg, but you don't want to be moving. You want to keep both hips down. So if you want to pop your fingers onto your hips to make sure that you're not rocking from side to side as you're doing this. Reverse the circle now. Take it deeper, extend the leg, but hover it. Hover the leg off the floor, keeping those hips down. Small circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw in. So choose your option between those three. We'll go again. So lightly with your toe as a bit of support, off the mat or extended away. Extend up, pull the kneecap down, and we draw that small circle. So really think about that thigh bone like a wooden spoon in the hip joint, stirring in a bowl. Keep breathing, keep that distance between the ribs and the hips really tight. Reverse your circle. 3, 2, 1, and draw the legs in. We'll do the same on the other side. So we'll begin with a nice, lightly positioned toe. Leg extends. Remember, don't worry if you've got a bend in there. If you can pull the kneecap and activate the leg, stretch out the leg. We're going to just draw a circle first of all. Get used to keeping those hips down. And then lift the supporting leg if you want to take it up to that level. Keep breathing, keep that tummy nice and tight. Extend the leg away, let's reverse the circle. If you want to take it up to that level. Keep circling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw in. And then choose your option. We'll go for this again. Extend the leg away, lift up, keep breathing, drawing that circle. Keep that index finger, middle finger on the hip bones if you want to make sure that you're not wobbling from side to side. That's our focus, is to stay tight here. And reverse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up to seated. We're going to place the fingertips forward, but we're at a slight angle from the shoulder towards the wrist. The whole reason for this is as you push up, your shoulder will stack over your wrist. So fingertips face forward. If that's too much on your wrists, you can turn the fingers out to the side. We want a nice open chest. So we'll just warm up into the triceps first of all. So squeezing those elbows together and just rocking back. So you're pushing down through the heel of the hand as you come up. Actively push down through the heel of the hand and lock out those triceps to lift you. Just a little bit of a warm up here. Chest comes up. We're going to bring the feet in to a tabletop position, so feet flat on the floor. You're going to tuck your tailbone, pubic bone leads as you push up into that tabletop position. So lifting the pubic bone high, tucking the tailbone under, squeezing the bum, and then we come back down. Deep breath in as you breathe out, tuck under, and lift. Coming back down. Remember the option to turn the fingertips out. From here, knees should be stacked over ankles, shoulders stacked over wrists. You can keep the head, the gaze looking forward, just so you're not putting any pressure into that neck. So keep active, keep the gaze forward. And down we go. Deep breath in one more time as we push up. And back down. Now you can stay with this, or if you want to take it up a level, lengthen the legs out in front. So pushing down through the heels, but we want to point the toes. So our first port of call is feet together, push down through the heels, lift the bottom. Now point the toes. So we're in that reverse plank position. So bottom's lifting high, shoulders over wrists, chest is up, bum's lifted, heels pushing down, toes pointing forward, and hold. Keep breathing in this position, and relaxing back down. Give the arms a relax if you need to. Let's go one more time. Pushing up. Again, you can stay with the tabletop or pushing up into that reverse plank position. And hold. Keep pushing, keep squeezing the bottom. Keep pushing down with the heels. And relaxing down. Lying onto the back, we'll go into a full body stretch. Stretch the arms away, stretch the toes away. One final stretch to finish. You're going to pop the palms of your hands under your bottom, and you're going to push up onto your elbows. So you are sat now on the back of your hands, palms face down, and you're going to lift the chest. So from here, you'll be able to see it with this top on. So you can see my elbows are pointing backwards. I'm arching my back. If you want to take it further, crown of the head to the floor. Lifting that chest up, dropping the head back. Or you're just staying in this position with the chest lifted. Let's remove the hands. Roll all the way back down. Lengthen the body out. 3 deep breaths. If you want to hold on to the ribs like we did at the start, thinking about extending front, side and back. Out through the mouth. In through the nose, ribs expand. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Really feel those ribs all the way round, 360, they're really opening out. Breathe out. And we're all done. Hopefully you feel better after a nice big stretch and activation of those muscles. And I'll see you again soon.